Happy Thursday and good morning. Here's a live look over North Augusta for this beautiful sunrise here at 7:15. It's going to cool off just a bit. Our dew points are remaining nice and muggy for this evening, so it's going to feel a bit humid outside. So a stronger wind gust is definitely not out of the question. High temperatures across the two-state: 67 degrees in Aiken, 69 in Louisville, and 66 degrees in Washington. Average for this time of year about 64 degrees, so we're just a little bit above average. 31 for our low tonight here in the CSRA. Chilly and dry evening continues. Partly cloudy skies, a little bit on the breezier side, but heading into tomorrow, we're going to see some of those winds die down just a bit. So a chilly morning. Remember, temperatures into the 30s. Going to be nice and brisk for the morning. Mostly sunny skies for the afternoon and 51 for that high. So warming up just a little bit, and the pollen is here to stay. It's 10.2 for today, 10.3 for about Monday. We get a break by Wednesday. Some of that rain going to wash some of that pollen away, and then it's going to soar right back up by about Tuesday and Wednesday is really what we're tracking. So if you're allergic to that pollen, you're going to want to keep all of your medication on standby for Tuesday and Wednesday with those wind gusts being so strong. Next system is already on the way off the coast of California. You can see that low pressure starting to spiral, and that's going to be moving on in. This is the atmospheric river that we've been tracking for quite some time, giving quite a bit of activity to most of California, seeing a lot of flood advisories as well as flood warnings in the region there. But the next 48 hours, just starting to see an increase of cloud coverage in the region, especially around 7 p.m. You can see it slowly start to take over. This is going to be all mid-level to upper-level clouds for today. That cold front pushes through but becomes more stationary. We got that warm air fighting back against the cold front, and it's going to be somewhat scattered showers up until then. So you can see that stationary front right there up towards Knoxville and up towards Virginia Beach. The low pressure really spinning counterclockwise over Mississippi, and our secondary cold front coming through as well. That's going to move on through off towards the coast after about Monday evening into Tuesday morning. Still isolated showers are possible for the early morning hours into Tuesday, but high pressure will take over once again. Rainfall staying away. We're seeing nice conditions continue, maybe a 10% chance of precipitation for Friday. That would just be a drizzle. We're really not monitoring any systems right now that will bring enough precipitation to call it a rainy day. Rain starts to come into play around Tuesday. That's when we start to see some storms pick up. And this is GFS, so we're going to see those storms that pick up towards the north. They all stay towards the north with that derecho type of storm formation. And you can see this heavy cold front starting to push through. And this is going to give us those scattered showers. So take this more with a grain of salt. This could be a little bit stronger, just depending on how strong that cold front is when it pushes through. But our time frame is looking Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning at this time. And that could be some scattered storms in the area. That makes its way out towards the coast, and we are just going to see maybe even potential for snow up towards the north near Knoxville. Could be a late season frost as well. And our 7-day forecast, it is looking lovely. Just one day of rain, but plenty of sunshine right behind it. And temperatures are starting to feel not like spring, but like summer. 63 as that cold front passes through. So getting a little bit cooler. Here is the weather roller coaster once again. So 60 degrees to 79 down to 61 again by next Friday.
Many companies were closed here in Bamberg today following the aftermath of the EF2 tornado that moved through Tuesday. As you can see behind me, there's not much left of this building. It is pretty demolished, and this is actually where the tornado touched down and one man nearly lost his life.
Good morning, everyone. We have a tornado watch in place for most of our southern counties here in the CSRA. Chief Meteorologist Jay Jeffries has the latest, and we'll be back to talk more about tornado terminology.
Tori Smith over in the Weather Center. And Tori, you had firsthand what you saw with a naked eyeball here. What was it like for you?
It was very eye-opening, definitely. We saw lots and lots of trees over houses, windows shattered. A lot of people were affected from that EF2 tornado on Tuesday.
to start with weather tonight because Tori has been hard at work literally day and night now. So hopefully the worst of the weather is out of the way now for our Sunday.
It is exactly as you said, Abby. It's out of the way, out of our area. We're going to be seeing some sunshine finally for tomorrow. So I'll finally get a little bit of a break. Out of the 7 days, here's a little tease. We have 6 days of sunshine in the forecast.
There you go. No Monday blues,
I know,
right?
no Monday blues. It's going to be warm and just sunny. So it's going to be a beautiful day if you have the day off for tomorrow. I mean, I was outside earlier today and I just saw a big, huge haze of yellow from all of that pollen. I know, it is pretty terrible. Now, I thought that moving to the south, I'd get away from some of that pollen, but fortunately, I was wrong. Let's go ahead and bring it into downtown Augusta. It is a beautiful evening, starting to see an increase of some cloud coverage across the CSRA. Now, here is your time-lapse look for tonight. Here was 6:43, and that sunset, it gave us kind of like an aurora borealis for us here down in the south. You can see it off of the clouds right there.
Forecaster Tori Smith is live in Bamberg County with updates on the damage. Tori.
Thanks, Kim. Yesterday was anything but just a little bit of rain for residents here in Bamberg County. A tornado warning yesterday actually led to a tornado touchdown here in Bamberg that caused major damage to many trees and many buildings across the area.
And Tori, what can you tell us about the cleanup process and tornado season this year?
Well, Kim, I'll tell you that March 1st is the first day of tornado season, and unfortunately for Bamberg, we have already seen 2 tornadoes across the CSRA. The most impactful one was to Bamberg on January 9th. Now, this tornado moved through. It was an EF2 tornado, and it caused quite a lot of destruction. As you can see behind me, we had quite a lot of brick buildup. There are piled bricks pretty much still all over the road.
The Fox 54 Weather Now Tower Cam Network, sponsored by Brighter Side Roofing.
We had a beautiful sunset over Evanstown Center for this evening, and heading in to the late 6 o'clock hour into 7 p.m. we're still seeing partly clear skies at this time. It is a very nice evening, much more warm than it was yesterday. Temperatures are into the 40s, 41 in Aiken, 44 in Millen, and 43 in Swainsboro. Yesterday at this time we were seeing temperatures into the upper 30s, even into the lower 30s. Now we're seeing dew points still dry into the 6 o'clock hour, 28 in Millen, 26 in Waynesboro for a dew point, and 24 in Washington. So overall, it's a dry evening as well as partly cloudy. We're starting to see those clouds really move into the area. It's going to become more overcast as the night moves on. We do have a lake wind advisory in effect until Friday at 10 p.m. So it's going to remain somewhat breezy heading into the next day and even into the weekend. We do have up towards the north a winter weather advisory. This isn't for our viewing area, but everyone across the entire United States is seeing the effects of this Arctic cold blast moving through. So you can see all of those advisories up towards the north. That's a wind chill advisory right there for Tennessee and even northern Alabama and Mississippi. So everyone's seeing these cooler conditions, and we're going to see them heading into Sunday. That's going to be our big cold day. And here is a look at the entire United States. Temperatures into the teens, even into the single digits. 4 degrees in Lexington by Friday, 10 degrees in Kansas City. And then as we make our way to the southeast, this is where we really start to see it, is by Sunday morning. Temperatures into the teens. 17 degrees in Atlanta Sunday morning, 22 in Albany, and 19 degrees in Macon. For us here, temperatures are going to start to get cooler tonight, but really start to get cooler by Sunday morning. So we have an alert day in effect for Sunday morning. Temperatures into the teens. Tonight, 35 degrees in Waynesboro, 36 on Fort Eisenhower, and 35 in Thompson. We're going to drop down to a low of 34 degrees, so we're all staying above freezing for this evening, and 30% chance of showers are going to be moving in about 11:30 p.m. for this evening. Misting conditions will follow, a couple of stray showers here and there.
And for tomorrow, a high of 53 degrees. It's going to warm up just a bit. Early morning showers definitely prevalent until about 5 a.m. Then they're going to move on out. Sunny in skies and breezy is what we're going to monitor the rest of the day. Winds anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour, and gusts could be up to about 25 miles per hour. Here's a look at the 48-hour futurecast. We'll monitor it more hour to hour. A couple of stray showers really moving in towards the north by 2 a.m. They're going to move on out by about 5 a.m. tomorrow. You can see they slowly dissipate, and then very rapidly the clouds move on out for sunny skies. So that's going to be nice heading into this weekend. It's going to be cold, but it's going to also be sunny. So that's kind of the silver lining that we get with that. And then another system will be moving into the area by Thursday and even Wednesday. That'll be the beginning of those scattered showers. Here's a look at the next 3 days. We're seeing sunny skies, 41 degrees for a high on Saturday. And believe it or not, that is the high temperature. 16 degrees for the low that evening, as well as heading into Sunday morning, which is a Fox 54 Weather Now alert day. Sunny skies until Wednesday. Once again, temperatures returning into the 70s. A very dramatic difference in those temperatures. Here's our weather picture of the day from Lincolnton, Georgia. Clay S., thank you so much for your submission. A photo of from my porch in Lincoln County. Look at those colors. You too can submit your photos on WFXG.com.